All right, traders. Hey, welcome on back. Good afternoon to all of us here this Monday, December 15th. Great to have all of us back here. Michael, Leda, Albert, John, got all of us just joining us back here. All of our students just rejoining us inside our live trading room. I'll tell you what, hey, joining us back on social media as well. Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, the works popping up on the lower left in just a bit. Man, my internet's a little wonky here today, so hopefully no freeze-ups this time. But down below at Cyber Trading You, be a friend, tell a friend, just hit the follow or subscribe down there. But we've had a great day today across the board, right, guys? I mean, just from top to bottom, the markets have been pulling back today at least, but we've done really good, at least on a couple of these trades. The ARTV just showing on the screen, at least for right now. Just taking a look just right now on the SPY, though, the market back down to Friday lows. I feel like we're going to get that gap fill over time, especially since we pulled back so fast this morning. So it's just only a matter of when, I feel now at this stage. So I will kind of get myself ready to see SPY drop down and fill this gap back from late November before Thanksgiving, and possibly right away after get a sharp bounce. Now, the CPI report later this week, the inflation report, whenever that comes out this week, I lost track of my dates here. That might be on Thursday or even Friday this week, perhaps. That will make a pretty strong reaction within the market. So we'll see if we get a slingshot right away off of that gap fill, or maybe we go lower. All right. Michael says he could finally hear me. Oh, you got finally the earwax out of you, Michael, right? No, I'm teasing. Let's go right from top to bottom here, see what we can grab for the afternoon. Let's go right over to that ARTV trade. This ended up making a good move, not even just pre-market. It was after the market opened up, right? So little move in pre-market, gapped up, crawled up, and then as soon as the markets opened, pop, and got pretty chaotic afterwards, though, right? So this wasn't such a clean run right away. It shook pretty much all the way back down. So normally, I can't really trust the stock when it makes that type of full round trip move up then down to where it had opened up from. So at least when we started class, it was revving back up. I was telling you right then, I wasn't really trusting it all the way through. And it popped at first, but it didn't make the better run up until, 1 o'clock, 1:30. It made a much better move after it held higher lows and broke out once again here, broke a new high, just going into $6.50 almost. Let's take a look long-term right now, though, just on the long-term chart, not so long-term. This thing, I guess, IPO'd back in 24, had this giant support. It smashed below. We know what that's going to become next if it wants to go up that much. But, even with that, though, you still have some wicks back from the beginning of this year. 1, 2, that more or less are acting as resistance for today. So for the afternoon, it's pulling back now at this stage. It's kind of within that resistance it moved right into, pulled back. I don't mind putting it on our watch list just to start, just put ARTV on there, get something on the board. But hopefully there's going to be a stock that's not up as much yet, that's gearing up to make a good move. Or, I don't know. Maybe we could find some good shorts to work with, buy some puts, trade the inverse ETFs. So it doesn't need to be just this. If it dumps off, wouldn't shock me. But we'll put it on our watch list just to start. The AMCI trade, same deal as we now go from top to bottom here. Popped pretty much right at 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's been a mess pretty much since. This thing's very messy. Ended up basically failing to flip this area of resistance into a support, held back under it as resistance after, dropped off lower. Now we'll kind of just quickly zip through real quick. Leda and Michael and Margaret and all of our students that can hear me here. What's the news out on the stock? QIPT, equipped. Is that the company that makes like the floss things that you can carry? Is it that QIPT? In-home monitoring equipment, supplies, and services to patients. I guess I'm wrong. Respiratory equipment rental. Okay. Oxygen therapy, sleep apnea. Okay. Well, it's a buyout either way. All of us wrote here just before. It's a buyout. And right away, obviously it popped at first, but when it's shaking around in tiny, tiny, tiny bars, Like right here, you just know. It's a strong assumption. So it's a waste of time otherwise. Now at this point, I don't know where this came from. CLYM, Climb Bio. I guess it popped when I was off on Friday morning. Made a much better move today here. Did any of us call this out even? This might not have good volume on the books. So if Rich didn't call it out, that's likely the reason why. But it's got a good spread now. I don't know where this thing came from. Flew under the radar a bit. Already kind of made its move though. It's not near the highs. So, just kind of interesting seeing it. It kind of one of the rare moves that we didn't really call out that seems like it could have been tradable, but it's done now. I lost money on this trade earlier here. Had such a good level, but it's what I tell you all the time. If it's not going to make a big move going up, it's going to make a big move. Just not going up. Big move going down. So better get out soon. That's all. All right. So a couple of stocks dropping off. Bitcoin's been getting beat up today. To no one's surprise here, of course, inside our live trading room. You're expecting this, but BMNR pulled back a lot today. BMNZ going up. So that's on the gainers list. This one, the volume's all right. Volume could be good. Let's check out the others though, because MSTR also getting beat up. You got MSTZ. This one better volume on the book, more volume trading on this ETF. You got to trade the stock levels in order to gauge where and when to enter on the ETF. But I'll kind of put both on our list: MSTR, MSTZ, at least that combination. Now we'll just hop back to the gainer side here. Another inverse, RGTZ. So quantum getting beat up here right now. So RGTI down, stock down here. QBTS, probably even weaker. It looks even weaker. Maybe not down as much percentage-wise, but this one not trading as good volume here. The QBTX ETF there. You got this thing also. You got IO and Q, which this one, at least you got the inverse also for that. Kind of all together, quantum's getting beat up. I wouldn't mind kind of just labeling quantum on our list. Beat, this thing's pushing back on up pretty nicely, actually. Had a nasty shake, though, first. So how did this do on Friday? We traded this on Thursday, and I was pretty impressed with how this traded. Beat my expectations out of it, no pun intended with the name beat. But, definitely exceeded my expectations at best there. And, Friday morning, pop, drop. Then today, crazy drop just a moment ago. I like the recovery at least. I'll give it another chance here. The stock, we've not really done too great on up until Thursday last week. So if it wants to prove something to us going forward, I don't mind putting it on our list here. All right, now the rest of this looks like kind of garbage. BTQ, not terrible, kind of slow though. Xerox? Xerox is $2 a share. Oh my God, what the hell? I mean, we know obviously Xerox has been dropping for a long time, but I mean, this is the first company like I ever knew of as a publicly traded company. I'm talking about like when I was learning about the stock market in middle school and high school, and it was like, oh, Xerox, yeah, the paper copying company. No, but seriously, like it kept dropping all-time lows here. I mean, I guess they're up today. Maybe it could lead to a little short squeeze, a little old-fashioned .com bubble short squeeze here on Xerox. Ha! All right, we'll add it. Why not? The hell with it. We'll add Xerox to our watch list. Tesla is holding here. I like the fact it's holding. Not really showing great trend of recent though, so it's on our side list. We do really well on Tesla. We like Tesla. Probably going to go up overnight into tomorrow. I shouldn't say that. But if the markets keep dumping off, then obviously that would change things up. But Tesla, pretty strong. American Eagle, nice move here. AEO, Sydney Sweeney, right? Hey. Good genes. All right, so AEO, I'm going to put on our list here too. Don't mind if I do. Rivian, just shook back down. I thought this was going to look to break out here. So another pullback though for right now. It's kind of near the highs. It just broke a new HOD a moment ago. So I'll put it back on our list, Rivian, but I don't like the shake here at least. Hopefully it continues to hold higher lows going forward and build back up. We got good resistance on Rivian at 20 bucks right here. GameStop, it's at the highs. It's up more than 5%. Doesn't hurt for us to add it. Just don't hold your breath waiting for Roaring Kitty to come back. If he comes back, then great. But I'm just saying, don't hold your breath too long. But a little move up for right now on GameStop. All right, so we'll hop over to the loser side here. We'll check out IRBT. Let me just refilter this first by price. So IRBT getting killed, and obviously because of what happened overnight, declaring bankruptcy, basically being taken over by a Chinese company. Hey, it stinks for anyone that held into this move from the weekend, but we went over this just before in our workshop where this wasn't truly breaking higher highs yet. Just because the stock is moving up day over day doesn't mean it's breaking higher highs, because this has historically been breaking lower lows and making lower highs for a long time. Even here, technically, it actually broke a higher high because it built a peak back in July, broke that a bit. Well, it was a false alarm, head fake, right? New higher high that it did make to this peak. Well, we're back to lower highs again. So I can't really trust this stock before the weekend even started. And then obviously the unfortunate timing with the news, you can't control that, unfortunately. But just to say, you never want to wake up one morning to being down 70, 80%, whatever. So this wasn't really a good swing trading stock to begin with. Now, otherwise, I don't think this will be a good day trading stock until it really proves something to us. So, I wouldn't hold your breath waiting for this to make a magical move back up at some point. If it wants to do that tomorrow or Wednesday this week, I'll be happy to reconsider. Oh yeah, Circle also down. I don't think Circle has an inverse though. CRCL, with Bitcoin stocks dropping off, this is included. So a lot of the crypto trades are down big today. HUT getting crushed right now. That actually looks like a good short. HUT, lower high, pulling back to retest lows here. You know what? HUT, yeah, I don't mind putting this on our list right now from the loser side. USAR, down big today too. I'm just skimming through right now. Anything else that looks great, we'll kind of stop in our tracks and think about it a bit. But everything else dropped off more so from the morning. A little slow. Right is here, not really the greatest move. Tilray, if you're able to get the shares, I mean, how much do you really believe in the news with Trump and signing whatever executive order for cannabis? And I'm not saying that because of Trump. That's literally an apolitical statement because, well, before Trump was Biden. And, these stocks have been pump and dump stocks from, well, not just Biden, but from Trump before that. And not just Trump, but from even before that as well. So all of these stocks, these, cannabis stocks, pot stocks, Tilray being kind of the leader of them, you really can't trust them. Yeah, great. It made a big move, Thursday into Friday morning, moved up a little higher today, but look at where it's at now. This could really be a decent short opportunity if it smashes below 11. I don't mind putting this on our list for now here, giving it a shot. And if it doesn't break lower, then could be the beginning of support building more. But we'll see. We'll see what it does then tomorrow. RGTI again, Rigetti not really doing great. Like all the quantum trades are kind of down right now. If you really want to focus on quantum, then put it on your personal list. I don't think that we're going to make room for these trades now at the stage. All right. I'll tell you what, folks, we got a decent list though to work with. A lot of stocks actually from the gainer side. American Eagle up, Xerox up. Be funny if that squeezes. You got Beat going up again. ARTV's hanging out there. So got a couple decent trades from the gainer side. Yeah, we'll take a look at a couple of these here too. Mike saying ASTS down. Yeah, that is down right now. So a little more expensive, but again, if you've done well on the ASTS short, then probably put it on your personal list. Same with the Rocket Lab. Now, I am not bearish on these stocks long term. The records speak for themselves, right? This has made a phenomenal bounce back up again. ASTS, pretty much similar. ASTS could be a really good short. I will tell you, if it breaks below the low of this candle, breaks, clears this low here, that could be an idea. But for right now, I'll kind of put them just on our side list for now, Mike. Stub, again, as a swing trade, Fausto has definitely been in this one, I guess, from last week there. It's pushing up a little bit right now, still too. It's actually on the gainer side. So, you know what? Wouldn't be too bad of an idea to at least put this on our list just on the bottom, just as a swing trade, right? Swing trade idea. If you haven't jumped in yet, there's still a thought for this to fill a gap on the daily chart. Chipotle still doing good too, by the way. Fig still positive on that. BBAI actually bounced back up real nice today off those lows. All right. Now, I think that just about does it here, folks. I will check out Benzinga one more time before we wrap it up. And again, keep in mind, we have our phase 1 stock course, lesson 10, coming on up at 3:05 Eastern today. Who's going to be joining me in class? If you're a bronze level student or higher, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, you got access to the class. Who's going to be joining me at 3:05 Eastern? Margaret, you got Bill, you got a couple more of us. Tim joining us here this afternoon. Perfect. All right. Looking forward to seeing you in class. We're going to be going over level 3, the NASDAQ book viewer, a lot further. So if you don't have level 3, we're going to teach you all about it, where to get it, how to use it, everything, all the basics behind level 3. Now with that though, ZIM, I guess up a little bit, Rivian, Tesla, all of those we kind of saw already. ARTV, Xerox. I think that we kind of finished up here, folks. Not really anything else that we need, to put on our list. There isn't like really anything that Zin, like not terrible. Order book, good spread. Order book kind of thin on the bid though, at least here, tiny size on the buy side here. But, do I have to put this on our list? No, we got a good list already. It's up though. If you're gonna focus on it, go ahead. It's tradable, but I like what we got here though. Otherwise, we're not really missing out on anything severe. So, there's our watch list for right now, folks. For Daniel, Atif, Tim, all of us just in the trading room here. I'll pretty that list up. Make it good to go here for the afternoon. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing all of our students in class coming on up here at 3:05 Eastern. Then otherwise, if you're not joining us in class, best of luck trading going into the close. Again, if you're on social media, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, etc., popping up on the lower left, we stream live Monday to Friday, morning, afternoon. Just be a friend, tell a friend. Look to hit the follow or subscribe button down below at Cyber Trading U. But otherwise, if you wanted to join us inside our live trading room, go right down to the link scrolling down on the bottom right there, ctu.co/trial. You see it right there, actually. But otherwise, if you wanted to just join us, scan the QR code with your phone, with your camera. Otherwise, get you directly into our live trading room. Continuing, even with this afternoon, we have live audio commentary directly inside our live trading room for all of our members. Otherwise, at 3:05 Eastern. All right, folks. But again, we'll be good to go in just a bit for class. Looking forward to seeing all of our students there. Otherwise, and I'll talk to you all soon.